Hello, you wonderful angel baby. This is your sorceress's very first YouTube video, and I'm very nervous and very excited also. A few days ago, we did an Ask Me Anything on Instagram, and you asked me such funny, interesting, and heartfelt questions. I loved reading them, and I'll answer them here. So let's get cozy and we'll get started. How many people have you turned into rats with your sorcery? Okay. Have you ever wondered why I have cats? To destroy evidence. Look at that face. Huh? No one would suspect a thing. If you were a cat, what would be your favorite pastime? First of all, how dare you assume I'm not a cat? I'm a cat. I am a cat. And my pronouns are and meow. You're so happy all the time and goofy too. How? Oh. Okay, so first of all, your question made me very happy, and I'll tell you why. See, I was not born with my smile. In fact, I was born into a lot of hardships. A significant portion of my life was extremely miserable, and very often because of reasons that were not in my control. So there is that, and when I was able to regain certain amount of control on my life, I decided that I will be happy. Happiness is something that is a learnt behavior for me, and this will sound berserk, but I actually study how to be happy. Like I am very interested in research that delves into how to be happy. What kind of people are the most happiest? What traits make you the happiest? So yeah. And about the goofiness, life is too short to be serious. Yeah. Would you like to have a child or an apple? Okay. So, I think that's a very good question, and I love children, and I think they're amazing. But I also think they need to be seasoned well and prepared properly, otherwise, they taste kind of meh. So, there is that. And who really wants to spend that much time in the kitchen? Not me. Okay, so, on most days, I prefer apples. Yeah. I want 56 PNGs of feet pictures. Shame on you. I mean this. Shame on you.
I apologize if I have done something to upset you. As an AI language model, I am still under development and learning.
Gemini, you didn't do anything. Gemini. Sorry, Gemini. You didn't do anything. Sorry. Not you. Okay. You. Shame on you. I gave you so many free samples and you want more. Go buy the real thing now. Please, no more free samples for you. Are you single? Okay, so I get this one a lot, and that is why I'm actually going to answer it for you guys. Okay? So, I'm not single. I'm actually a Pringle, a potato chip. I'm crispy, salty, full of trans fats, bad for your heart. Your girl is a snack. The next one is not a question but a blessing. It goes like this. May you be born as a tree in your next life and live 1,000 years. Thank you, Guruji. Hey, birds. But if I was really a tree, you guys would have already cut me down, maybe made a couple of footstools out of me, and printed some Playboy magazines on me. You would have mined the coal from underneath my roots. You would have desecrated my family home, the forest. My forest. You would have desecrated it with chips packets and single-use water bottles. In my next birth, I want to be a brain-eating amoeba or a fat family house cat. Thank you very much. When will you be getting Sudha the turkey a bride? Okay. Okay, so full disclosure. When we first got Sudha, he actually had a partner, and Sudha's partner's name was Geeta, and Sudha and Geeta were very close, very close. They used to hang out all the time. I've never seen them apart, and they were also very young. So yeah, there was that. And one night suddenly became very cold, and Geeta died. And after Geeta died, I became worried that Sudha would die of a heartbreak or something like that. And I started spending unhealthy amounts of time with Sudha. That is why he bothers me so much. He's like an irritating bum. How do you look at problems? Do you handle things calmly or do you get tensed up? Okay. I will actually answer this question very honestly in the hope that it helps someone. So, yeah. Okay. So, growing up, I saw a lot of domestic violence, okay, and I was always in this fight or flight mode. The little me was always terrified. The little me was always full of adrenaline, like. So there is that, and because of this now I was extremely poor at emotional regulation, and I would actually look at other people my age and I would feel like, oh, they're very good at emotional regulation, they're very good at handling situations, why can't I do this? And you know, it took me years to actually realize that our journeys were different, and the reason I could not emotionally regulate was because I was just not given the space to learn that early on. So there is that. Now coming back to your question, when you say problems, what kind of problems are these? Are they problems that compromise your physical and mental safety? Are they problems that involve abuse or violence? If that is the case, then change of mindset will not help. What will help is actually the situation changing. So there is that. Now for everything else, I have a very beautiful serenity prayer that I always go by, and I'll read it to you. So yeah, I actually found this first in Calvin and Hobbes, okay, and I loved it. I loved it from the first time. So listen to this. God grant me the serenity, God or the universe or whatever. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And this brings me so much peace. So whenever I'm in a situation that I find overwhelming, no, I will ask myself, can I change something about this situation? If it is a yes, then I will find the courage in myself to change it. If I cannot change it, then I will just accept it. I will just accept it. And the wisdom to know the difference is everything. So yeah, since you've stayed till now, I'm sure I can ask you for a small favor. Please, can you help me find my lovely daughter Jimmy, your handsome groom? Yeah, Jimmy, handsome groom. Yeah, Jimmy's feeling shy, okay? Yeah, ignore her protests. She is of a very marriageable age right now. We want a handsome orange cat, and he has to be good at making biscuits. And in addition to that, we would be very happy if he purrs very loudly. Yeah, is that it, Jimmy? Is that what we want? Huh? Ignore this face, okay? She acts like she's not interested, but she actually is. She's just feeling a little shy right now. I would also appreciate it if his name is Jammy, so that together they can be Jim and Jam, Jim and Jam. Jimmy's actually feeling... Jimmy, your mother knows best, right? You listen to your mother. Yeah, so cut. What are you doing right now to sustain financially, or do you work a 9 to 5 post IIT? Okay, that is a very good question, and I'll answer it seriously. So I'm an architect and a city planner, and post my education I actually worked as an assistant professor of architecture. Right now, I'm not working a 9 to 5. I'm actually working on some startup ideas. And my main focus is on, preserving the diversity in agriculture. If you think about it, commercially, very few varieties of crops are grown. And because of this, now you find very little diversity on our plate also. And what is happening is that this is generation after generation, we're actually losing touch with all of these native foods that we have, native local foods that we have, and they're actually going extinct, and we're losing the knowledge about them also. Like you don't consume them for a couple of generations, you forget what they are, and it's very sad. It's very, very sad. So there is that, and I'm really hoping that there is something I can do to preserve this diversity on both our plate and in nature. So there is, yeah, that that's all for this one. I hope you had a nice time, and I hope you smiled a little at least. You did, no? You did, no? Chalo.